Hi guys, Chris Buckler here from Letting Agent today, and I am joined by Mike of HomeLet. Mike, it's a crazy world out there for landlords, right? If you're a letting agent watching this, what do you see happening at the moment? Certainly with rent arrears.
Yeah, obviously we've got the furlough scheme coming to an end in the coming months. The impact of the pandemic has been what we could say it was the initial impact was quite firm. We've then had a relaxation of that on our industry, and the worst is yet to come. The mother of the beast, to a certain degree, is due to come in April from the furlough scheme. So I think it's all about preparing yourselves and making sure you're working in tandem to a certain degree with both the tenant and the landlord, and finding a solution that works for all three parties, whether that's deferral agreements, payment plans, whatever it is. Just work in unison, and you'll find solutions that work. And we've seen a lot of that throughout this period, this pandemic, and it just shows how our industry has really delivered during this period, where others have really suffered. We've fought against this and we've delivered.
Nice. So talk to me then in a similar vein about this breathing space law.
I think the breathing space is just another part which comes in off the following the tenant fee ban. The market's going more and more tenant-centric. Breathing space is very much to support the tenant and give the tenant essentially breathing space at a time where they're struggling to pay the rent. It's enforced as a result of that. And again, it piggybacks off what we were saying before. Embrace the fact that the market's becoming more tenant-centric. It is what it is. There's not much we can do about it. So embrace it. Let's take it on board. Let's work for solutions for both tenant, landlord, and yourselves. And what you'll find is that agents that are doing that, which seems to be everyone that I'm speaking to, is able to take and roll with the punches and move forward.
Okay, so talk to me then. You guys do rent guarantee. Now, as a letting agent myself, rent guarantee's got a mixed bag. Do landlords want it? Their yields will drop down. Does it work? Why do you think now's a good time for rent guarantee?
You've made mention to one thing, and the one thing why it's so important is yield. It's all well and good saying the yield will drop down, but what about if you're getting no income coming in at all? And what we felt during this pandemic, especially during the initial sort of surge following the announcement by the government around the ability to evict tenants in March last year, was that claims and cases of tenants' inability to pay rent increased considerably. So rent guarantee has become more of a necessity. It's become a need rather than a want for landlords. And it's really important that you're finding the best quality cover that you can on the market and delivering that solution for your landlords, talking to them, having conversations with them. And what you'll find is that more landlords are engaged now than they were historically. Not just new tenancies, but existing tenancies as well. Support the landlords, and that's what rent guarantee does.
Okay, fine. And that's what you guys do. And I'm sure the links will be below and all that good stuff. But I guess let's leave it on, Mike. You're a tenant, you're a letting agent anywhere up and down land. Could be in Cheshire, could be in Solihull, could be in Birmingham, could be in London, wherever, it doesn't matter. Could even be an Everton fan. What's one tip you want to give to a letting it? Because you get to see the data on the other side of the coin that letting agents don't see, and you get to see it nationally. So what's one tip you want to share with those agents watching right now?
Firstly, don't go through the pain of being an Everton fan, I think is the most important. But no, in all seriousness, I think it's find a top quality referencing provider and live with it. Referencing to some can be seen as a bit of a commodity. It fills a box, it does what you have to do. But referencing providers are extremely important. They essentially vet your tenants and make sure the tenants you're moving into properties for your landlords are the right type of tenants. What we do at HomeLet is we deliver the best in class referencing on the market. And that's really important. So don't just nickel and dime, find the best quality referencing provider, because fraud is on the increase up and down the country due to technology and lots of other things. So don't just think about the back pocket, think about the best solution for you and make sure you do your research.
Cool. Mike, thank you so much. From everyone here at Letting Agent today, we wish you guys the best of luck.